Have you ever needed to make dinner for the whole family in a hurry? Or maybe you want something filling, but don't want to spend hours in the kitchen? Well, in that case, just keep on watching. Here are the 21 quick and easy healthy dinner recipe ideas you can cook in 30 minutes for the family. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 21. Vietnamese Chicken Pho. Since summer is just around the corner, we're going to be starting off this list with a very simple and easy soup that's not going to make you feel like you just ate an entire tray of ribs. For starters, grab a pack of rice noodles, soak them in hot water, and put them to one side. In a separate pot on the stove, take some peppercorns, some coriander seeds, 4 pods of star anise, and toast them for about 2 minutes. Immediately after, peel and slice some ginger and cut the heads off of 5 to 6 green onions. Throw the heads of the green onions and the ginger in the pan. Toast for another 2 minutes and add 4 cups of water, followed by 8 cups of chicken broth. Finally, plop in the chicken breasts and cook until the chicken is ready. In the meantime, chop up some limes, finely chop the tails of the green onions, and slice 1 jalapeno. Once cooked, take out the chicken and shred it. Put the strained broth, the chicken, the noodles, and the condiments in. Then let everyone make their own chicken pho. Number 20. Spicy sausage rice. Okay, from soup, we move on to some rice with a pungent kick. If you want to take your rice game to a whole new level, try this one for a change. Peel the skin off some spicy Italian sausages. Then slice some onions and garlic and chop up a red bell pepper. Next, sweat them in a pan with a little bit of olive oil. Once translucent, just break up the sausage meat inside and make sure some big chunks remain. After a bit of frying, add a teaspoon of smoked paprika and add in the rice. Deglaze everything with about half a cup of white wine. Once deglazed, pour in the stock, turn the head down and simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, chop up some green onions, some parsley, and a tomato. Add it right before serving, and you, my friend, are ready to stuff your face. Avocado and chicken might sound like a crazy combo until you try to spread it on toast. Confused? Then keep watching until we get to number 16. Number 19. Chicken fajita sliders. You'll think that sliders have never been simpler. Just slice an onion, then julienne some red bell pepper and peel and crush a garlic clove. Fry everything off in a pan with a little drizzle of olive oil, and then add some shredded rotisserie chicken. At the same time, add taco seasoning, 3 tablespoons of water, and the juice of half a lime. Now it's time to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. But no, in reality, it's time to start the assembly. Take an entire pack of dinner rolls and cut them across the middle. Lay 1 cup of cheese on the bottom, then spread the chicken and onion mix on top, and finally top everything with the remaining 1 cup of cheese. Cover with the top part of the dinner rolls, and then brush the top with melted garlic butter so they get a nice shine after baking. Speaking of which, you'll bake this whole thing for about 5 minutes at 425 degrees Fahrenheit, just enough to melt the cheese. After it's out of the oven, you'll be playing Pick a Slider, any slider. Number 18. Creamy leek and mushroom pasta. This dish was a little unusual, but we really like the fact it's done with lasagna sheets instead of the usual pasta choice. So, what will you need for this dish? First of all, you'll need to put a pan of water on the stove. Then, chop up the mushrooms and the garlic. Then, put them in a pan with a drizzle of olive oil to cook them. Wash and chop up a whole leek and add it to the mushrooms. After you're done frying, add a bit of chicken stock inside and simmer. While that's simmering away, cook the lasagna sheets. Then, in the pan with the mushrooms, add some heavy cream and stir. When the pasta is cooked, add it to the sauce. Coat it generously, and plate them up like salty crepes. Number 17. Chicken pesto pasta. Pasta cooks pretty fast, so that's why we chose loads of recipes with it. For this dish, you'll need to chop up and fry 6 slices of bacon. Then add the cubed chicken breasts and cook. Once golden on the outside, take the chicken out and add the onions and the spinach. Cook until wilted, then add 5 cups of milk. Once it comes to a boil, add a pound of pasta in and cook. Now add the chicken and stir everything up. Just before taking it off the heat, add half a cup of pesto and a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Mix everything together until the pesto has coated all the pasta and the Parmesan has melted. All you're left to do now is plate it up and enjoy. Number 16. Avocado and chicken salad. Now this is what we're talking about. It's a creamy chicken salad, which is simply some guacamole with a twist. So first things first, you core, peel, and cube an entire avocado. Then put it in a bowl along with a quarter cup of plain yogurt, some lime juice, salt, pepper, and either a crushed garlic clove or some garlic powder. Mash everything together until smooth. Next, add a quarter cup of diced onions, a quarter cup of diced celery, 1 tablespoon of chopped jalapeno, and 2 cups of cooked chicken breast cubes. Mix everything together until the chicken is coated in the avocado mix. Now the only thing left to do is spread it on some toasted bread, and you can add some sriracha on top. It's actually that simple. Number 15. Shrimp linguine. For this recipe, the only thing you will have to do is lay a pound of shrimp onto a baking tray. Next, take 6 ounces of butter, melt it, and then pour it over the shrimp. The final touch would be to add some crushed garlic, salt, pepper, and some chili flakes for an extra kick. Coat with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and then add half a cup of white wine. Now it's time to mix and stick the pan in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and cook for about 10 minutes, or until they get that famous orange color on the outside. From this point on, it's just a matter of cooking some spaghetti in a pot of simmering water. Once they're done, drain them in a colander. Then take the shrimp out from the oven, add the pasta inside, and sprinkle over with some chopped parsley. Mix everything together, and that's it. You can start plating. It's that simple. If you want to make your kids eat broccoli and actually like it, then you have to watch our number 11. Number 14. Butter chicken. Coming to us straight from India, you can have this dish on the table before you can say Bombay. Now, to get yourself started, you will have to take some chicken breast and cut it up into thumb-sized cubes. Next, you'll sprinkle over some salt and pepper, a tablespoon of turmeric, and a tablespoon of chili powder. Next, it's time to rub the spices into the chicken, making sure every piece is coated evenly. In a pot on the stove, cook the pieces of chicken. Once that's done, you'll add about 2 tablespoons of butter and then throw in the chopped onions. Followed by 3 tablespoons of garam masala, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 3 finely chopped cloves of garlic, and a 3-inch cinnamon stick. Season with some more salt and pepper and cook the mixture until the onions have softened. Next, you'll add 14 ounces of tomato sauce, a cup of water, and a cup of heavy cream. Mix everything together, add the chicken back into the pot, and then cook on low heat for about 10 minutes with the lid on top. Then it's just a matter of serving it with a side of some rice. Number 13. Guacamole chicken. We've got some weird combos on this list, but this one has to be the weirdest, which is why we have to try it. And surprisingly enough, it turned out better than we thought. The richness of the avocado really improves the texture of the chicken. Anyways, back to the recipe. For this one, you will need 2 avocados, half of an onion that's been chopped, a half a tomato that's been chopped, 2 tablespoons of cilantro, some lime juice, and salt to taste. And then it's time to get a mashin'. Put the guac on one side while you take your chicken breast, season it from both sides with salt and pepper, and then cut it in half. Finally, make an incision in the middle where you'll put the stuffing. And yes, the outside will be wrapped with bacon. Then you sear it on the outside and put it in the oven to finish cooking. That'll only take 10 minutes at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Just look at how rich it looks on the inside. Alright, now to clean the slobber from my keyboard. Number 12. 5-minute brownie waffles. Yes, we finally have a recipe for something so delicious and so simple to make that you'll get up at 2 a.m. at night just to make it. We're talking about the 5-minute brownie waffles. And it's just like the name suggests. Just take some brownie batter, the store-bought stuff works fine here, and then just plop a dollop inside your waffle iron. Cover it and let it do its magic. While that's cooking, you open up your favorite can of ice cream and then just wait for them to be ready. Stack them on a plate, then put a huge scoop of ice cream on top. And if you really want to get naughty, you can drizzle on some hot fudge on top. Number 11. Broccoli and cheese soup. Do you want to make your kids eat broccoli? Try this one out. You chop up 2 broccoli heads into small chunks, then start making a roux. In a large pot, you'll put 4 tablespoons of butter and add a half a chopped onion. Fry it off until golden and add the 4 tablespoons of flour. Cook the rawness out and add 2 cups of both chicken stock and half. Then add the broccoli inside, a cup of shredded carrots, and then leave it to simmer, covered for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, the broccoli will be nice and tender, and then you'll add the 2 cups of grated cheddar cheese to the mix. Stir the pot until the cheese melts, and you can serve it with a side of toasted bread. Or hell, you can even serve it inside a mini loaf of bread. Now, if you want to see how to make lo mein chicken simple and quickly, then you better keep on watching. Number 10. Dulce de leche lava cakes. Believe us when we tell all of you foodies out there, lava cake has never tasted better. And that's all thanks to the ooey and gooey dulce de leche. So that's why we're going to start off with 1 2/3 cups of that. Then we'll add 1/2 cup of melted butter and just beat everything together with an electric mixer. After it's all homogenized, you put that to one side and plop 2 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs into a separate bowl. Beat them with the electric mixer to break them up, and then just add the dulce de leche mixture and combine everything. Finally, you will gradually add a 1/4 cup of flour, mixing in between each addition. Then, the only thing left for you to do is grab a spoon and start eating. Well, no. Although it looks really tasty, you need to butter up and flour some ramekins, and then fill them up until the rim of the ramekin. Bake at 425 for about 12 minutes, and eat while piping hot. Again, don't do this. We know it looks really good, but you're gonna want to wait a while. Why don't you take some photos while waiting? Number 9. COOKIE-SNICKERS cups. Again, this is another dessert that you can whip up in a matter of minutes. The first thing that you'll need to do is make the cookie cups. For that, you'll take a roll of chocolate chip cookie dough. You'll pack it tightly to the side of the cups on a muffin tray, and then you'll bake it for about 12 minutes at 350. Once they're out, just take some mini Snickers bars or chop up some large Snickers bars and then plop them in the middle of each cup. If you do this while they're still hot, you'll be able to melt the chocolate bar, which will make it 10 times better. Then it's just a matter of drizzling some caramel on top and you're done. If you're really in a hurry, you can roll the mini Snickers bar in the cookie dough and start munching, but you'll be doing this at your own risk. Number 8. Creamy mushroom chicken pasta. We just have to say, this recipe will look stunning on the dinner table. So, what you'll need for this is about 1.5 pounds of cubed chicken breast. You'll fry that off in a big pot with a little bit of oil. Once brown and cooked, remove it from the heat and add in onions. Now, you'll cook them until they turn translucent, and then add the mushrooms, about 2 cups worth, along with 2 cloves of garlic. Stir while frying, and then add 1 teaspoon of thyme, 2 teaspoons of paprika, salt, and pepper. Next up, you smash that like button if you didn't do it the first time. And then you can add the 4 cups of chicken broth, 1 cup of heavy cream, and bring it all to a boil. You will immediately add in 1 pound of farfalle pasta, 5 ounces of spinach, and the cooked chicken as well as 1 cup of grated Parmesan. Cook until the cheese is evenly melted, and then serve. Number 7. Chicken lo mein. We told you we'd have a quick lo mein fix for you. First up, you'll need to cut up a chicken breast into wedges. Then, coat it with a little drizzle of sesame oil, some salt, and pepper before throwing it in the wok to cook. Once brown, put it on a separate plate. Next, you'll make the sauce. For this, you'll combine a 1/4 cup of chicken broth, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and mix everything together. Now you'll add some crushed ginger and garlic to the wok, some mushrooms, onions, carrots, bell peppers, and some snap peas. Cook for a while, and then add the chicken back in. Finally, you'll add some egg noodles to the wok and throw in the special sauce. Coat everything and serve. Oh, just as a quick heads up, at number 3, we've got a Caesar salad that you can actually serve as a standalone dish, so just keep on watching. Number 6. Saucy Chicken Stir Fry. If you like veggies and chicken, then you're going to absolutely love this one. It's a saucy chicken stir fry, and it's made with, well, you guessed it, chicken. You first cut the chicken into bite-sized chunks and fry it in a pan. Don't forget to season it. Now, put it to one side while you fry up the mushrooms and broccoli. Once they're done, you put them in a separate bowl and then proceed with the saucy part. For this, you'll need 3 crushed garlic cloves and some ginger. Fry it off with a tablespoon of sesame oil, 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a cup of chicken broth, and a 1/4 cup of flour. Once the sauce is thickened, add the veggies and the chicken inside, coat it, and serve on a bed of rice. Simple and delicious. Number 5. Black bean burgers. Now we've got something for the vegans out there. This is going to be a veggie burger. To make it, you'll need to fry off chopped onions and finely shredded carrots in a pan. Then you'll season it with salt and pepper, a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of crushed coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of chili powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and cook everything together until it's soft and tender. While they're cooking, you'll take 2 cans of black beans and mash them with a potato masher. Then you'll add the carrot-onion mix inside, along with 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and half a cup of quick oats. Now, you just form them into patties, cook them in a pan, and voila! You got veggie burgers. Number 4. Chicken Tater Tot Bowl. This is a party dish that your friends and family will love. So first up, take 2 pounds of frozen tater tots, put them on a baking tray, and place them in a 450-degree oven for 20 minutes. In the meantime, you will coat some boneless chicken thighs with mustard, salt, and pepper and fry them in a pan. In the same pan, you will cook half an onion and put it to one side. Chop up the chicken thighs and you're ready for assembly. At the bottom, you'll place the cooked tater tots, and then you'll add the chicken, then drizzle over some honey mustard, add the onions, and add a whole lot of grated cheese on top. You will plop everything in the oven for about 5 minutes on high, just to melt the cheese. You can either choose to garnish with some cherry tomatoes, avocado wedges, and sour cream, or eat it as is. Number 3. Farfalle Caesar Salad. This one is pretty straightforward. Just boil 10 ounces of farfalle pasta in a large pot. In the meantime, grill 3 chicken breasts and cut them up into wedges. Also, chop up your cherry tomatoes, your lettuce, and get some croutons. Once the pasta is cooked, you'll need to run it under some cold water to cool it down. Then, just toss everything into a large bowl, shave some Parmesan inside, and add some Caesar dressing. That's it! It's really that simple. Number 2. Tomato and shrimp pasta. No matter what you say, shrimp and some spaghetti are best friends. So that's why we have another shrimp pasta recipe. So, place the spaghetti in a pot of boiling water and let's begin. First up, you'll need 1 pound of shrimp that you can cook in 2 tablespoons of olive oil with some salt and chili flakes. Once cooked, remove the shrimp from the pan and add the chopped onion and the 8 crushed cloves of garlic. After the onions turn brown, you will add 42 ounces of diced tomatoes. Follow that up with a cup of white wine, some salt, sugar, and oregano, and of course, don't forget some more chili flakes. Cook until the tomatoes are softened, and then add in the shrimp. Finally, throw in the cooked pasta, coat in the sauce, and happy, happy days. Number 1. Taco Spaghetti. Finally, we come to the taco spaghetti. For this, you'll need a pound of ground beef that you'll cook in a large pan. Then you'll throw in the onions and the taco seasoning and keep stirring. After the meat is cooked, you'll add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste and 10 ounces of canned, diced tomatoes. Then, break up 8 ounces of spaghetti inside and add 3 cups of water. Cover the pot with a lid and leave it to cook for about 15 minutes over low heat. Once they're ready, 1 cup of cheese of your choice, some diced tomato, and, of course, fresh cilantro. Mix everything until the cheese is melted and just stuff your face. On a related note, what's your favorite 30-minute dish that you prepare when you're in a hurry? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.